Mario Day is now behind us, and Nintendo actually dropped a few interesting updates. We've got a brand new look at Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, including a release date, price, and even the file size. There's also a new trailer for the Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and for the first time, we're finally seeing some of the new single-player content that's being added. On top of that, there's new DLC content coming to Resident Evil Requiem, some surprising news about Nintendo potentially losing money on Switch 2 hardware, and new casting details for the upcoming Mario Galaxy movie. So there's actually quite a bit to go through. But anyways, let's get into it. First up, Resident Evil Requiem. The game launched recently and has already passed 5 million copies sold, which is a huge milestone. Because of that success, the developers confirmed their continuing support with new updates and content. A recent patch already fixed several bugs and performance issues, but more is still coming. Here is what's currently planned. Photo mode is on the way. A new minigame is expected around May. And most importantly, Story DLC is now officially in development. The new story expansion will dive deeper into the world of Requiem, though the team says it will take some time before it's ready. Still, if you're enjoying the game right now, it looks like support for Requiem is just getting started. Next up, probably the biggest Mario Day announcement. Nintendo revealed new details for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, including a release date. The game launches May 21st on Switch 2. This new trailer shows off the game's storybook world and introduces new creatures. The trailer also shows new gameplay mechanics involving fruit interactions, where different creatures react to different fruits and create unique effects. It looks like the game may have more experimentation and puzzle mechanics than previous Yoshi titles. Now, here's something interesting. The game will cost $59.99 and it's Switch 2 exclusive. It's not coming to the original Switch. Nintendo also revealed the file size, and this one surprised a lot of people. The game will be about 20 gigabytes. For a Nintendo title, that's actually pretty big. It could be because of higher resolution assets, possibly even 4K assets. Or it might simply mean the game is larger in scope than expected. Either way, we'll likely see a lot more of this game before launch in May. Another Mario Day update focused on new content for Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The upcoming DLC, often referred to as Bella Bella Park, launches March 26th, and it's heavily focused on multiplayer and park customization. Players will be able to customize the park environment, place decorations like flowers throughout the map, use new gameplay features like the double badge system, which lets you combine 2 badge abilities at once. There's also a new playable character, Rosalina, along with new transformations and additional multiplayer features. At first glance, it might not look like the most exciting DLC, but the more details that come out, the more it seems like there's actually quite a bit of content packed in here. For players who enjoyed the multiplayer side of Wonder, this could end up being a pretty solid addition. Now, for something a little more business-focused. A market analyst recently suggested that Nintendo may be losing money on every Switch 2 unit sold in Japan. Japan actually has 2 versions of the Switch. One standard version, the same as other regions, and other region-locked model that can only play Japanese releases. That region-locked model sells for about 49,980 yen, which is roughly around $343. According to the analyst, Nintendo might be losing up to $160 per unit on that model. However, some estimates suggest the manufacturing cost is closer to $400, which would put the actual loss closer to $50 or $80 per console once retail margins are factored in. Even if that's true, it wouldn't be unusual. Console makers often sell hardware at little profit or even a loss early in a generation, expecting to make the money back through game sales, subscriptions, and accessories. So, while the numbers are interesting, it's not necessarily something unusual for the industry. Finally, let's talk about the Mario Galaxy movie. The latest trailer revealed several new cast members. Some highlights include Donald Glover as Yoshi, Luis Guzman as Wart, Issa Rae as Honey Queen. Interestingly, Honey Queen hasn't actually appeared in the trailer yet, even though the casting was revealed. And another thing people noticed, Wario wasn't mentioned at all, which raises questions about earlier leaks suggesting he would appear in the movie. It's possible Nintendo and the filmmakers are simply saving a few surprises for release, so we'll have to wait and see. Overall, Mario Day brought a surprisingly solid set of announcements, new details for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, expanded content for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Resident Evil Requiem DLC confirmed, and some interesting insight into Switch 2 hardware pricing. Now, the big question is whether Nintendo is saving bigger announcements for a future Direct, or if we might not see one until later this year. But what do you think? Are you excited for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, or are you more interested in the Resident Evil Requiem DLC? And do you think Nintendo is actually selling the Switch 2 at a loss, or is that analyst's estimate way off? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the latest gaming news. And as always, thanks for watching Controller Culture, and we'll see you all in the next one.